All right, guys, so we are at the gym right now. If you are a beginner and you're looking for one of the best upper body workouts, we're here. I'm gonna make this as simplistic, as easy as possible. After all my years being in the fitness industry, if I knew now what I knew back then, I probably would have made better gains, less injuries, and just more resourceful. The overall impact is just having longevity. So you wanna reduce as much injury risk as you can while still being able to sustain this for the rest of your life. One chest movement, we're gonna go through one back movement, one bicep, one tricep. That's all we really need to do. So let me show you guys one of the best upper body workouts that I wish I knew growing up in my teens to help you guys out. All right, so let's start with the first one. We're doing push-ups. We're doing 4 sets. It's an easy learning curve. You just need you. You're hitting your chest, you're hitting your delts, you're hitting your triceps. Keep our hips up to engage more chest. We're gonna turn our hands slightly inward, less strain on your shoulders, on your rotator cuff. So the push-ups are gonna work all 3 heads of the pecs, upper, middle, lower, generally depending on how you manipulate your elbows. It's gonna dictate which one you specifically hit. Depending on how close your elbows are to your body, you might engage your triceps a little bit more versus your chest. So because I'm not too flared out with my elbows, it also puts a little bit more strain on my shoulders specifically. But if you don't have that issue, I would definitely try flaring out your elbows a little bit more. The push-up variation I'm doing, I feel it in my chest. I also feel it in my triceps, but my chest gave out before my triceps, before any other muscle did. So for these pull-ups, try to keep your chest to the bar as much as you can. As you guys can see me, I'm trying to touch my chest specifically to the bar. So sometimes you also have to lean back a little bit to do that. You're gonna control the movement on the way down. Do not swing. We're trying to build muscle. We're not trying to build strength or anything similar to that, or risk an injury. Okay, so the thing is, if you can't do a pull-up because your grips are giving out, either use the Versa grips, use an assistant machine, or just grab the bands and start doing that if you can't do pull-ups. But I always say my best advice, if you can't do a pull-up, just try to keep doing it as much as you can until you eventually get 1 or 2. So this is gonna target more of the upper back, the mid back, versus if we were to do a chin up where our hands are underhand supinated, that would target more of the lats. So this next movement, we're gonna superset 2 exercises. It's gonna be an incline dumbbell curl. We're gonna wait a few seconds, catch our breath, and then we're gonna do an overhead dumbbell extension. We're doing 3 sets, 10 to 20 reps, close to failure, if not to failure. We already went to failure in the last exercises, so it's really dependent on you. So for the incline dumbbell curl, we're gonna keep the bench around 30 degrees to fully lengthen the muscle in the stretch position. Don't let the elbows drift forward and keep them back. Now we're gonna superset it with overhead lying tricep extension. So there's 3 heads to the tricep, and usually with a long head muscle, that's generally the biggest muscle on the tricep. So that's what we're aiming for, but we're hitting all 3 along the way. Make sure you do the superset, wait another minute or 2, and then go into it again. You get a good stimulus to fatigue ratio. You're fully lengthening the muscle. It's challenging in the fully lengthened position. You have a lot of stability. They're easy to learn, less systemic fatigue on your body. And you could inherently do these 2 to 3 times a week, even as a beginner. But start low and then increase the volume as necessary month by month. And as you get more out of the beginner stages, the intermediate stages, start increasing your volume, because more volume always leads to more growth. And if I could go back over 10 years ago and teach myself as a teen, this is what I would have taught myself.